guys, welcome to Debate with the Boys. I'm Luke.
I'm Alan, and today we're going to kick it off with the new Good Charlotte tour they just announced.
Yeah, and it is incredible. This is for everyone in the US, by the way.
Yes.
You have literally one of the best tours coming to you right now.
Literally, we wouldn't normally cover a US tour, but it's so good that we thought we had to.
Yeah, so it's Good Charlotte. The story so far, set your goals.
For your strong, hit the lights, and Big Jesus.
Big Jesus. Yeah, I don't know much about Big Jesus, but the rest of those bands on one bill.
They're amazing.
That's absolutely incredible. It's like that's like a festival lineup.
Pretty much. It's like, is it like like a pop punk festival? I guess like that would be main stage.
Yeah, a slam dunk. That would fit right in.
Yeah, that fit the pop punk stage nicely.
Yeah.
Well, three of those bands are on the pop punk stage this year.
There we go. But yeah, it's going all across the US about October time. And like I was talking to like one of my friends when this got announced, and we couldn't decide whether this felt like a pop punk tour, but they decided Good Charlotte was a great headliner, they could do bigger arenas and sell more tickets, or whether they were really weird supports for a Good Charlotte tour.
It is a bit like, I think Good Charlotte, they don't really fit the aesthetic of your regular pop punk scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like obviously quite commercialized, and like this sound as well is a bit more pop.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, I think it's a great opportunity for all the pop punk bands to get in the limelight of the mainstream.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though like some of them are massive anyway, like the story so far pretty massive.
For Your Strong,
pretty massive. Like Set Your Goals, massive cult following.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's not as if they don't already have their recognition. It might be a really good. I've never heard of Big Jesus, so it might be a massive opportunity for them.
Yeah.
But it seems like a great lineup. Basically, it's the best way to put it. It's a really good lineup. Like, I mean, you can go see the bands. Like for me, if I was to go to that tour, I'd turn up, listen to a little bit of Big Jesus, be like, all right, okay, cool, I get this. And then
maybe you'll dig them. Maybe you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna pick the record up now.
Then you get to see. Like for me, then I get to see all the bands I came to see.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like Good Charlotte afterwards. It'd be like, oh yeah, I remember this band.
Yeah, it's a nostalgia thing. They probably put on a really good show, to be fair to them.
Like when I was a kid, I loved that band.
Yeah. But, Lifestyles Social and Famous. Great record when I was like 14 years old.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they just have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a throwback to Good Charlotte afterwards. Like, so yeah, it seems like a really just nice tour. Yeah.
I wish. Can I come over here if anybody in any of these bands read this?
They won't.
Because we're talking it.
Yes.
If you hear this, if you see this. No, but yeah, I'd love something like that over here. Even if it was like a third of the bill.
Yeah.
If like Good Charlotte and Arena tour and it was like, oh, we got Story So Far and For Your Strong, I'd be like, well, sick.
Set Your Goals have just like allured to the fact that they're going to do a Mutiny tour.
Yeah.
I hope it's going to be a Mutiny World tour.
Yes.
Because they definitely said they're going to do it in the US. I hope they're going to bring it over here because they did a great Mutiny tour back in the day over here, which they just released a whole bunch of stuff from on their Facebook.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the tour. So, Green Day have literally just dropped a new single.
Yeah, like literally an hour before we start recording this. It's called Bang Bang off the new album Revolution Radio. No release date yet, but you can pre-order it through the official site. And I was quite impressed.
It sounded really old school, like back to the origins kind of sound. You know? It's like pre-American Idiot crap. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, definitely like the Warning, Nimrod, Insomniac kind of era.
Yeah.
Musically, lyrically, it's still a little bit political, talking about I'm sure Vietnam gets mentioned at some point, and
it seemed to be all about war.
Yeah, like photo bombing. Like this as if they're going to war on technology. I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, weird.
Great lyrics.
But yeah, like I said, musically it is back to the old school way, and
yeah, it seems like it's going to be a good thing for Green Day, like because everyone seems to be doing comebacks now, and they're kind of doing a comeback in a comeback because they're coming back with their old sound, and they're also doing a comeback.
Yeah. I mean, like
comebackception.
I mean, like obviously American Idiot like propelled them into a stratosphere that they'd never been in before. They followed up with 21st Century Breakdown, which most older fans didn't really gel with, but the youngsters who got into American Idiot loved that, and then I don't quite know what happened with Rose Tray. No. That's why she never.
It kind of just came out, and people were like, "Oh, it's okay."
Yeah, but like this one, like I said, it's going back to an old school sound. But I think it'll still keep that younger generation of fans interested.
Hopefully. Give them an insight into what we grew up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It doesn't sound as overproduced anymore. It's like, you know.
I mean, it is a bit of produced life, but it's not to the point of like we're American Idiot in that way, where it's just like we're going to write these songs to sell singles.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. Probably not to them, but that's what it seemed like.
Yeah, I think like musically they had like a very much like a sheen over that one, whereas this one there's a bit more of a crunch to it.
Yeah. So yeah, go check that out.
And just to wrap things up, guys, we've got the sad news that Dillinger Escape Band have announced their plans to escape. I mean, call it a day.
Yes. So it's been 20 years since the release of their first EP.
It will be next year will be the 20th anniversary of the release. He said he might be been a band longer, so
yeah, exactly. So they were like, "This is it, guys. You know, we've done it for long enough." Like,
yeah, let's go on our own terms, basically. So they got a new album coming out October 14th, Dissociation. That's through their own label, Party Smasher Inc. But it's probably available through all your big music websites as well.
Yeah, they bring out that, and then they're doing a huge US tour.
It was a full tour cycle, so it's US tour, European tour. Then they might hit like Australia, South America, something like that. They said they don't quite know, and then they'll probably do the festival run next year, and then.
So they announced they're splitting, but you've got at least another good year of them to go.
Yeah. So you definitely got a chance to catch them if you haven't yet. And like I said, with this new album, they've just reached the point where they go, we've made this album. It's 20 years. We're 40 years old and we're still lugging gear into
Exactly.
Do we still want to be doing this? And everybody's kind of reached the point where they're like
families and shit like that.
Families, or they just, like some people can't give up the band, give up the road, and they just kind of become, they don't depend on Dillinger.
Yeah, exactly.
For everything.
So yeah, Dillinger Escape Plan. Go check. Well. Go and
check out their catalogue. Really. It's mental, like their time changes and everything.
Go and get hyped for the new album, I suppose.
Yeah. Look out for those tour dates.
Yep, that's
because they're intense but very good live shows.
Yeah. We saw them last year at Heavy Fest, didn't we?
I think you saw them the year before at Heavy Fest, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Sure. It's all merged into one.
That's what Dillinger show does to you.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw them 2 years ago at Heavy. That was the last time I saw them. Very good live, mental mindfuck, really good. Check them out.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are gonna be sad to see them go in.
Yeah.
They have been like very influential in that type of scene.
In that genre, yeah.
Yeah, without ever being like
they're kind of like they've been there for so long. They're kind of like the original, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of.
And without ever like breaking through and having like a massive one-off single, which would might have changed the sound. They've just stuck at the level they are.
Yeah.
Kind of converge in a way, and it's just gone. They just stuck there and they just worship for it.
So yeah, guys, comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what you thought of everything in the video.
Check out our other videos. Keep an eye on the channel. We're gonna have a lot of good stuff coming up. Thanks for watching.